Opposition leader Bill Shorten has known for more than a week that his close factional ally David Feeney was struggling to prove he renounced his British dual citizenship, as Labour continues to resist government demands to refer more of its MPs to the High Court. The Senate on Wednesday referred Labour Senator Katie Gallagher's eligibility to the court, despite the ALP's continued insistence she's in the clear. She is the first Labour figure to be referred, but the government believes 4 lower house Labour MPs should join her: Mr Feeney, Justine Key, Susan Lamb and Josh Wilson. Labour believes at least 4 coalition MPs have further questions to answer: frontbencher Josh Frydenberg and backbenchers Jason Feliski, Nola Marino and Julia Banks. All claim to be in the clear but have so far produced incomplete documentary evidence. It's understood Labour would agree to the referral of its own members, as well as crossbencher Rebecca Harshackett, if the government were to agree to refer some of its own. But the government is digging in, insisting none of its people have reasonable doubts. Ms. Key, Ms. Lamb and Mr. Wilson tried to renounce their citizenship prior to the 2016 election, but failed to receive confirmation until after the close of nominations. Labour accepts all its people are likely to be referred, with Barnaby Joyce expected back in the chamber later today to give the government its majority back. Mr. Feeney's case is the most obviously problematic. He approached Mr. Shorten early last week to tell him he could not locate any renunciation documents and he was seeking further advice, Fairfax Media has learned. Mr. Shorten told Mr. Feeney, a key Victorian ally and close personal friend who was best man at the Labour leader's wedding, that he had until the December 5 deadline to produce the proof or he would face possible High Court referral, sources say. Mr. Feeney appears to have known for at least 2 weeks he was in potential trouble, because that is when he deleted an old tweet referring to the citizenship crisis saying, "Noticed how the Turnbull left has strangely stopped mocking the Greens party for incompetence and sloppiness?" On November 30, Mr. Shorten was maintaining that he believed the ALP had done its job and its governance standards were demonstrably superior to other parties. Mr. Feeney has agreed to refer himself to the court if he cannot produce his documents by the end of the week. If he is disqualified, his Melbourne seat of Batman would go to a by-election that even Labour Party hardheads believe they would be likely to lose to the Greens. With Barnaby Joyce set to return to the lower house later on Thursday, the government will be able to use its majority to refer the Labour MPs to the court against their will. Senator Gallagher resigned her Frockbeck and parliamentary roles after the Senate's referral. "While I do not agree with the need for this referral, I do not resent it," she said. "The success and standing of the Australian Senate is bigger than all of us, and should be focused solely on what we are able to deliver together for the Australian people. It is bigger and much more important than the circumstances of individual senators, and acting in a way which protects the reputation, the legitimacy, the confidence of our parliamentary institutions, should always, in my humble opinion, be paramount."